there's a little story to tell about this log here, and it's a white pine that was in the front yard, and it died on the stump, and I needed an excavator literally to help push it over when I cut it down. I think, let's see what the diameter is here. It's 3 feet. 3 feet in diameter at the base. And let's see what it is up here, 8 feet. It's 2 feet. So there's a big taper. Now, a few years ago, a fella came by and told me it's not worth sawing up. And I've just let it sit here. Well, I don't know why my gimbal's doing this. And so I sawed into it with a chainsaw just to see what the wood was like a little bit in, and it's worth it. I've got an hour and a half left before Austin comes back. I'm going to get the camera set up, and also I'm going to finish maneuvering it in with the tractor. Oh, and by the way, a 35-year-old pull-on 20-inch chainsaw cut this down. So it when somebody tells you that there's just flat out right that there's some products that aren't good, well, don't always believe them. Maybe they've had bad luck with stuff, but I love that saw. Anyway, so I'm going to push it over. It rolls very well. I got it over here very easily, and I'm not going to use any skids, just going to use the weight of the log itself, and I'll get as much of it as I can. And those 2 blocks, well, that block and that round there, are to help keep it from rolling along with the sawdust. It's better if it's on this side of the mill than it is on the other. Okay, so get set up and we'll see what we can do. Thought I'd give it a try with a PV first, and it actually rolled pretty good. So at this point, I think, yeah. I don't think. Oh, that sawdust did it. I think if I told somebody I just did that, I don't think they would believe me. So what I'm doing is making sure that I can get, yeah, it's got to go over more. Because once you start cutting with this, if your SOL, when it's once you start cutting, because you've got the right angles with a swing blade. So I'm gonna go move that sawdust a little bit and get that out of there, and I'll come back. Okay, with the multiple tools, PV, this 5-foot pry bar, and the wedge there, and that piece of blocking, I think I have it pretty well where I want it. I'm not going to worry about the taper of the log. because as I take off the top there, I think it'll be fairly parallel because of the butt of the log is so much thicker. So let's get sawing some timbers. Hopefully I'll get something out of this.
So what I'm doing here is starting the water dripping to cool the blade and make any final adjustments to take the edge off the top of the log.
I know the outside is not good, so I'm trying to cut to the chase and see what I can get rather quickly. I tried to go down 8 inches, but there's a little bit of the, and I don't know why that didn't grab all of that. Well, it's like 2 or 3 inches in. It's okay. I'll show you the slab. So the heartwood looks pretty good. I hope you can see that. So let's continue to cut this log. I'm going to take, based on what that looks like, 3 inches down and go from there. So I went down 6, so I'm going to come back up 4. So essentially, let's do 3. That way I'll get rid of all of it. Because down at that end, it looks like it's more rotten.
I was making another guess here. I had 6 inches of depth based on the edge cut. I could have taken off 2 inches on this one, but I just didn't think that would get rid of the other outer rotten portion. I think I judged it pretty well. I'm eliminating the taper by just going up the log far enough while moving the blade horizontally. No need to flip the blade. I hadn't really got into the best part of the log yet, so I was trying to get an idea of how I could maximize what I had started in this unorthodox step method that you see here.
Blade on here and get whatever this thickness is left, and take that over, and then I'm going to come back and just take all this rotten off. But I'm going to stop here for a second. And I didn't shut the water off, did I? No. I hope I don't have to fill this up. It's going to be an 8-inch. I don't know what I did there. I almost thought I misread that wrong, or misread it. I lost a lot more than I wanted to.
Being on camera keeps me from swearing.
This was when doing a resaw would be really nice, but is it worth it? I messed this up big time. I do not want to put this on the ground.
This really shows the versatility of a swing blade mill. You're able to custom cut what you want from your log during the cut. I could be cutting any dimension from a 1/2 inch thick up to 8 inches. I chose to take a 6x6.
Except for, I don't know why that little outrigger thing, sometimes the vibration of the saw. What a beautiful 6x6. And I can get another one easy. I'm so glad I didn't take that guy's advice saying that this thing wasn't worth anything. It's a couple hours work, maybe, total. I'm trying to figure out how to maximize the most I can out of this. And if I put this on the table saw, I can get a 2x4 out of it, maybe even a 2x6, and get rid of the live edge of the table saw. This stuff is bone dry. As I said, it was a dead tree that I cut down. It had been dead a couple of years, and it's been sitting here for probably 3. So now I'll get, can easily get 2 2x8s out of this anyway. If I wasn't pressed for a little bit of time, I'd get this long sleeve shirt off. Yeah, I'm not crazy. Kids. So, that's on the ground. I don't know, I can get to 24. I'm gonna stop here. I'm reading. let's have a final look. Okay, so that's what we have left. I'm going to use this in the slab wood weed control. Drop that down in a low spot. That's 3 or 4 inches of solid rotten pine, eastern white pine. And look at this. This is what I was told I wouldn't get anything from. Don't count this, because I'm not going to be able to do anything with that with my table saw. Couple of 6x6s, a bunch of 2x8s, at least 5, a 2x6, some 5/4 type stuff, and some stuff that I need to rip on the table saw to get rid of that rotten live edge. That's pretty amazing for what I was told I couldn't get anything from it. So this is a really long video. God, I don't even know how long I've been working on this project. More than an hour. It's not going to be all. I'm going to edit out a lot of it, but hope you like it. This is sustainable forestry, sustainable wood management, property management, and please like and share, and thank you.